All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have up and coming. We have Bwett versus Ash. We'll get the camera on the players real quick so that we can see their beautiful faces. There they go. Ash with the blue streak in her hair. Bwett rocking just a T-shirt tonight. Kind of unusual for him. He's usually wearing like a collared shirt of some kind. Yeah. And looks like they are about to get started.
All right. So we got Battlefield. Nice, neutral. Pretty good. And so Billy looks like he's on Geninja.
Yes. He, for a long time, was playing as Little Mac, and when the game very first came out, he was considered very likely the best Little Mac player among the massive ocean of Little Mac players. And he...
Well, he was one of the few that could stay alive.
Right.
And that goes a long way towards your Little Mac career.
Right.
Is not getting back thrown off the stage, forward being 6 times, and then slowly falling as a miserable man. Okay, let's see some Toad. Normally you don't see Toad coming out in Brawl or in this one, or in Melee, but...
It's much faster in this game, actually. Both the Toad and her side B. You see how fast the side B comes out?
Plus, if it hits shield, it's safe.
Yes, it bounces up and off, so she can float cancel out of it.
That up B.
It's powerful.
Yeah, it had a huge vacuum effect to it. Like, I noticed there are a lot of moves in this game that really... They just drag you in. Like, you were talking about the multi-hit aerials, but up Bs especially.
Yes.
They want to make sure that you don't just get clipped by one hit, then punish people for hitting you with them. So...
Well, so Bwett actually recently switched over. That's going to seal the deal on that stuff. He recently switched over to Geninja, picking up Geninja like a few weeks before the Smash 4 Wii U came out. And so he's been putting in some practice with that. Yes,
that was definitely
forward smash.
Whoa!
Functional change for Peach with her forward smash in this game is it operates in a predictable order now.
Yep.
And so she's gotten quite a few little onesie-twosie buffs between Brawl in this game. And she's actually a contender for probably... I want to say high tier, believe it or not. Another thing about her is her forward air is off of the stale move list, and it hits really hard. Oh. And that's unfortunate.
That's a way to die.
Ouch. Oh,
yeah, you saw that brief little pause while she was falling down. That's because she hits jump. She doesn't realize she doesn't have her double jump, so she hovers very briefly, and she might have been able to live if she had upbeat instantly out of the float. She just kind of fell, realized what was going on a bit too late, and then resigned herself to her fate. But that was actually extremely close in terms of percent and exchanges.
Right.
They were pretty much just going back and forth. And
Ashecat pulling out the wild card.
Yeah. Yoshi's extremely strong, man.
No,
he's insanely hard to fight head-to-head. You have to keep moving away and then trying to beat him out again on like a return to neutral. Because if you try and just duke it out with him, he's really just got to hit it. I'm not being salty.
No, not at all.
I've lost to Yoshi's. But but his jabs come out really fast. His tilts have surprisingly decent hitboxes behind him, so it can be kind of annoying to hit him. And if you like hit his back while he's forward tilting the other way, you have a tendency to clink.
Yep.
There's stuff like that.
And then on top of that, his neutral air is actually a very, very fast move.
What is that? He's like Tokyo drifting in the egg. That's incredible. Oh,
wow, that was a good up tilt.
Yeah, that just won straight up. Like,
just whacked Yoshi with his scarf.
Yeah, there are a lot of moves in this game that seem to have sort of an absolute priority. You've got to let him finish and then counter hit after dodging. And Yoshi's down B, to me, seemed like one of them. I'd never been able to beat it with anything. But apparently, Tongue is the secret.
Out of all the buffs that Yoshi got in this game, he is able to act out of his shield. So he can do like out-of-shield up smash, out-of-shield neutral air, things like that. Things he wasn't capable of doing in, say, Melee. Or Smash 64 because of the way that his shield worked.
Plus he has just insane air mobility too.
Yes. His mobility in general. Plus his dash attack, that buff dash attack. I just pointed at the screen like people can see me. But that dash attack has been buffed significantly. And he's able to cover a very large portion of a stage with that attack. And it doesn't have necessarily a sweet spot to it or anything. It's just an active hitbox as it flies along.
Yeah, it can be really hard to deal with. And it forces you to give a lot of respect to the possibility of them throwing it out. Even at like mid to long range, like you have to acknowledge that he might do it.
Right.
And if he does it at close range, he has a tendency to cross up, keep zipping past you, and then it's...
Ooh!
Okay.
Baits him out, gets him with the charged forward smash. Ashecat up a stock over Bwett, decides to down B directly into his invincibility because why not?
Well, hey, didn't get her killed. Right now she's rocking some rage. Sometimes Geninja can have trouble killing. He relies, I think, a lot on his tippered up smash to do the trick.
Up forward tilt, I believe.
Really? Huh.
I believe. I may be wrong. the thing about Greninja is he's very, very, very similar to Sheik. They're both like very swift, combo-heavy characters with a lot of light hits that don't necessarily have a lot of power to them. But Greninja is a little bit slower, and his combos are not quite as powerful as Sheik's are, but he's got more kill power to make up for it. So you're going to watch and see. There's the neutral air we were talking about. All you have to do is just push the button.
Yeah, it's an
great grab.
It's super good. I don't know what else to say about it. But right there, she's getting popped up, naring right as she's about to hit the ground, and then getting that little bit of lag, allowing Bwett to keep juggling. Those are the kinds of control combos that Brawl and Smash 4 have more than they do hard combos.
Right.
It's you have to try and encourage the other person to do something a little laggy just out of range to try and break out. It's more like repeatedly getting wake-up scenarios in another fighter, except you're in the air. So it doesn't seem like it, but that's what's happening.
So we've got a pretty tense situation here. Ashecat with about a 30 or 43% lead, give or take about. And she's getting a little predictable with her aerial mobility. When she goes high, she tends to either egg or down B a lot. And I think that Bwett is going to start picking up on that. He may convert a punish into a kill. Good dodge into that attack.
Yeah, he rolls along with it so that he's right at the end of his roll animation as she's approaching the end of the nair.
Yes.
Or, yeah, dash attack. It's a footy kind of move, like the nair. I don't blame me for making the mistake. Yeah. Oh, wow. That timing on that air dodge was impeccable.
Wow. Rage kicks in. Ash barely losing game 2 against Bwett. Very, very impressive showing by Ash, considering Bwett has been taking either first, second, or third at a lot of the local events out here.
Yeah, plus that